About damn time I actually start recording this. Hello, hi, if you see this, you know, if you've seen the title and thumbnail, you pretty much know exactly what this is about. Basically, radiant dance machines, but for stasis instead of for strands. Yeah, with strand it's annoying when you get the prompts to pick up the spark that comes back. So I did the other thing that makes sense, made a stasis build. The main thing about this build is radiant dance machines. They just got buffed at the beginning of the season, and the change was the second line there, defeating targets extends the duration of the additional dodge. But it still has its original functionality before, that says activating your dodge ability while near targets allows you to dodge for additional times. Yeah, if you keep on getting kills, it's basically infinite dodges. And infinite gambler's dodge, so infinite charged melees. Obviously with Stasis we only got one charge melee, that's Withering Blade, so we get to spam the shit out of all of them. And we do have two charges of it, which is nice. It is got to play, the second charge is got to play into it a little. Yeah, obviously I'm running Stasis, can't change that. Triple jump, standards. And I'm running Duskfield as well for beefier targets. Ones that don't exactly go down in two melees. Just throw it down at their feet. If they've already been hit by the Stasis melee, then they should be frozen pretty damn quick. They can melee them, finish them up with a weapon or something like that. And for the aspects, Touch of Winter, mainly because it causes Duskfield to have a small crystal and it makes it a bit bigger. Winter Shroud, I'm pretty sure that it only works on the first melee when you consume the melee charge, and doesn't actually work when you have the infinite dodges up. So that's basically useless. We're not doing any shadow diving anywhere, so we're not doing shadow dive either. So our last one, which is going to be another big part of the build, is going to be Grim Harvest. Defeating slowed or frozen combatants creates stasis shards. These shards grant melee energy when picked up by you or your allies. Now you may be wondering, if we have infinite dodges for our melee, why would we need shards for melee energy? Now here comes the fragments. Whisper of Fissures, just for the any target that you kill that's frozen. Also for the crystal inside Dustfield. Nice little bumps of damage to there. Next one, defeating slowed or frozen targets grants your class ability. That's another reason to run Dustfield. If you somehow, if the timer runs out for the dodge, you might have a Dustfield grenade up, so you just throw it on the floor, wait till enemies get slowed or frozen, kill them, and you get a nice chunk of your class ability back. Whisper of Shards. So yes, this is helping out our grenade as well, and it gives us a bump of resilience, which is also pretty damn nice. If you throw your Dustfield grenade on an enemy, the crystal that Touch of Winter makes should be crushed immediately, so you don't even have to shoot it or anything like that. The next one, Whisper of Wine. Yeah, these last two is going to be the main thing for survivability for this build besides orbs. So collecting a shard grants a small amount of overshield, which falls off after 10 seconds. Collecting additional shards adds to the overshield and refreshes the timer. And the last thing, Whisper of Conduction. Nearby stasis shards track to your position, with even more bumps to resilience and intellect. So that's the main loop of it. That's the main loop of this build. You dodge, you get the infinite dodges up, you throw your shurikens around, they hit the first target, then they track up to 3 separate targets after that. They freeze, they kill, they create crystals, the crystals track to you, the crystals give you overshield, as well as melee energy. And in my helmet, got Harmonic Siphon, which is good for stasis weapons. And just got 2 ammo mods. You can throw in heavy-handed if you want, but I'm not too interested in spamming my super. It comes up often enough anyways. Then in our gloves, grenade kickstart, impact induction, both to help get our grenades back as soon as possible, because I do love me some grenades. And heavy-handed for each each powered melee final blow, giving us an orb of power. For chest, you can run whatever you want, but I just run the basic resists. For our boots, we have recuperation, so we get some health back every time we get an orb of power, as well as better already, which starts our health regen. The health regen should continue even if you do take damage, because of the overshield blocking the damage to shields. Then we've got some void scavenger, which I'm not even sure why I'm running, because it doesn't work with two-tailed fox. And for the class item, the big ticket thing in here is powerful attraction. Man, everyone wanted seeking orbs, but damn, this is so much better. For Hunter at least. But yeah, whenever you dodge, you pick up any orbs that's around you, and that also includes the infinite dodges. Each and every time you dodge, you pick up every single orb around you, which feeds into better already and recuperation, and basically tops up grenade kickstart. And also have 2 utility kickstarts, but I'm not exactly sure how useful that is. Because after the initial dodge, the infinite dodges don't exactly work when it comes to giving you class ability. Only the initial one, and even after the timer runs out, you still have the energy saved up there. And for the weapons, to be fair, you can run whatever you want. Right now, I'm running Blood Feud up until I can craft the new seasonal SMG. The Rapacious Appetite. Honestly, I'm not too sure how much a good is the origin trait, probably never. But the main was I'm looking for this gun. It will either be Target Lock, 4 times the charm, Flared Mag Roll, and probably a Small Ball, because goddamn that stability is low. Other options obviously include Frenzy, Perpetual Motion. Envious Assassin might be good, but sadly it doesn't work for ability kills, it's only weapon kills. It's the gun that I'm running now is the Blood Feud from Season of the Plunder. And Right Hook does activate for charge melees. But then again, we don't need range and target acquisition for PvE now, don't we? The build that I'm running now is Frenzy plus Ambitious Assassin. I've got the other two, so just whatever. Yeah. But by the time we actually need to use our gun, we should have Frenzy up and running. Which totally maxes out our handling and stability. No, our handling and reload. And Ambitious Assassin for us to unload even more. Of course, you can go for things like Swashbuckler in the right. The left, you can go for Pugilist. You can go for Grave Robber as well. So that's not too bad options. And 2 lower options, ones I don't really recommend. You have the Forensic Nightmare. Darker Hack might be decent if you want to reduce the damage output of a certain enemy. It's basically a worse version of Sever. Well, it's there. You got a good combo that is Swashbuckler plus Grave Robber. Maybe Headstone, but yeah, nah. Headstone for SMGs is pretty awful. We do have Perpetual Motion though, so that's nice. Yeah, all the Forensic Nightmare, Rapacious Appetite and Blood Feud you can all craft, which is pretty nice. And the last Stasis SMG is the Prolonged Engagement. So yeah, this is very nice with the Vice. Stinger has a ton of perks that you can choose from. Frenzy, Surrounded maybe, and not really more to kill clip. Unfortunately, Pugilist is in the right column, not left column. That's probably a no-go. And you also have Target Lock 2. In left column, you got Grave Robber. Subsistence isn't great on SMGs, so I'll probably either go for Grave Robber or 4th times the charm. But this SMG isn't that great at all. I have this roll and I really don't prefer it at all. I'd rather use the aggressive frame SMGs over this one. Just feels kinda bad to run with. I don't know. For special weapon you can run whatever you want as well. I'll just have this Basso Ostinado. envious trench barrel. You gotta be damn close to enemies when you're dodging anyways. And if there's a beefy target, you gotta freeze. Or then you just throw it down, wait for them to freeze, melee them to both shatter and proc trench barrel, and just unload into them. Unfortunately, envious assassin doesn't really work when it comes to the abilities. And I just got two-tailed because Scorch and Jolt go burr. Yeah, talking about the build is one thing. Time to throw these stuff on and take it for a quick little spin in the lost sector here. What's my power looking like? 1816. The damage should be fine. If the build is able to crush things in a legend lost sector, then it should be fun for the rest of the game. Popped off already. Maybe I gotta be a tad bit more aggressive, huh?